Dear students, today we are going to do a lesson from class 11 supplementary readers snapshots, and it is lesson number 1 that we are going to do. The name of the lesson is The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, written by William Saroyan, and this story is about the vivacity and never say die spirit of people of Armenia. Armenia is an Asian country, and the people of Armenia called as Armenians. And this is a story about two Armenian boys, Murad and Aram. Now, vivacity is liveliness. The story is about the liveliness and never say die spirit of the people of Armenia. Never say die spirit here means never discouraged. Whatever may be the circumstances, these people are always cheerful. Now, the story is about these two boys, Murad and Aram. These are two Armenian boys, and their whole tribe is poverty stricken. They are very poor. All people of their tribe are poor. And the name of the tribe, the name of the family to which they belong is Garoglanian. They belong to the Garoglanian family, and the two hallmarks of this family, the two special traits of this tribe are honesty and integrity. They are known for honesty and trust. So this tribe, the people of this tribe, they never tell lies, they always speak the truth, and they are trustworthy, they are honest. So the two special traits, the two hallmarks of this tribe, this Garoglanian tribe, Garoglanian family, are honesty and integrity. Now let us see what the story is about. The story is about these two boys, as I told you earlier. First, the name of the boy is Aram. He is 9 years old boy. He is crazy about horses, right? Second is Murad, who is 13 years old, and he is a crazy streak in the family, a crazy boy, a crazy person in the family. He is different from all the other members of the family. He is strange, his behavior is strange, his ideas are different. So he is totally different from the rest of the family. That is why the name a crazy streak is given, right? This boy Murad has many traits. He is adventurous, he is courageous, he is confident and smart child. He is full of life, always cheerful, lively, and he enjoys life to the full. He takes risks. He is not afraid of taking any risks. He is generous also, kind, had a way with everything. He is a smart and confident child. He had a way with everything means he could manage anything. He could manage the dogs, he could manage the farmers, he could manage the birds, he could manage the horse. So he says, I have a way with everything. So this child has a way with everything means he is a smart and confident child. He is also fond of horse riding. He has a passion. But now, both Murad and Aram belong to the poor families. Now they have the passion for horse riding, and both of them are poor. Both of them cannot buy any horse. So Murad, who is already a different kind of a person, a crazy streak in the family, he gets an idea to fulfill his passion. The story is about that only. Now let us see next. Murad steals John Byro's horse. What idea does he get to fulfill his passion? He cannot buy any horse. So what he does is, there is a farmer, John Byro. He goes to his farm, steals his horse early in the morning, only to fulfill his passion of riding, and then puts it back before the people get up in the morning. So this boy Murad, he steals John Byro's horse and even invites Aram to ride, because he knows his cousin Aram is also fond of horses. So he takes care of him also, he is caring. So he invites him also one day. He said, come and ride on the horse, because he wanted to give him also a ride. Now, John Byro, he is a farmer, and when his horse is missing, because what does Aram do? What does Murad do? Every day, early in the morning, before anybody wakes up, he goes to John Byro's farm, steals his horse, takes away his horse, rides it, and puts it back before John Byro gets up, or before the rest of the world gets up. Before the day breaks, he fulfills his passion. He does the horse riding and puts the horse back. This is how he has started fulfilling his passion. So what he does is for 15 days he had been doing that every day. After that, one day he came to Aram and tapped at his window. He said, see, if you want to ride a horse, come. Aram could not believe his eyes. He saw that Murad was riding a horse. It was a white horse, such a beautiful horse. Then he was thinking how he's got the horse. He cannot buy it, he cannot steal it, because these people are known for honesty and integrity. They will never do any stealing. So he is wondering how Murad has got this horse. But Murad says, stop thinking. If you want, come. Sit at my back on the horse. Have a horse ride. So Aram said, okay, I am coming. Let me put on my clothes. So after that he jumped out of his window and then he jumped on the horse, sat behind Murad, and they both started riding. Now when they went, he rode for some time, and after that Murad, he stopped, and then he asked him to get down, because now Murad had to do it alone. So Murad did the horse riding. Now Aram is thinking how nicely he is riding the horse. So he says, will you let me also ride? Murad says, if the horse will allow you, you also ride. He said, I can manage the horse, but you can't. He said, let me try. So after Murad finished with his riding, he allowed Aram to sit on the horse and do horse riding. But Aram has never done that. He doesn't know how to make the horse run. So Murad told him, kick him in his muscles, and the horse jumped. And then what happened? The horse ran. But Aram, for him it was a first time and he could not control it. The horse ran with Aram on his back. After some distance, the horse jumped and made Aram fall and ran away. Now Aram came running to Murad. He said, the horse has run away. Now what happened? Murad said, okay, you go this way to search the horse, I will go this way. If you find out the horse, be nice to him, stand there only. I will come and manage. So what happened after that? The horse ran into somebody's farm, spoiled their plants, and then Murad somehow was able to catch it. And then he said, now we have already got late. The day has already started, everybody is awake. How will we put this horse back at its place now? So what he did? They went to some other farm that was deserted farm, somebody else's farm, I think farmer Fetsvizian, something like that. So he said that we'll put it into that farm. So that was a deserted farm, but there was a barn. What is a barn? Which is a room for storing the crops or etc. So there was something for the horse also to eat. So he tied that horse there in somebody else's farm which was deserted. The whole day the horse would be there. The next day early in the morning they would come to take it. So they tied it there. Now every day Murad and Aram would ride the horse early in the morning and then keep it back in that deserted farm. Now what happened was, after some days, this John Byro came to Aram's house and he complained. Now at Aram's house, his uncle Khosrow was there. Now let us know about Uncle Khosrow. He is another character in the story. Uncle Khosrow was a big and large man. He was also a crazy streak in the family. That is, he was Murad's uncle, and he was a crazy string in the family in the sense that just as Murad was different, Uncle Khosrow was also different from the rest of his members. So Murad had not taken after his father. He was not like his father, but Murad was like his Uncle Khosrow, who was also a crazy man. This is what the lesson talks about. Now this Uncle Khosrow was a crazy streak, crazy person in the family. He was a big built man, large and big body, big built, mustaches, and he had mustaches and he had a booming voice. When he spoke, it seemed as if he was roaring. He would roar. Easily irritated, he would get irritated very easily, and he would make everybody quiet with one sentence that he spoke to everybody again and again, and that sentence was, "It's no harm, pay no attention." Now this is the sentence that he would repeat every time. So this repeated sentence became his refrain. What is refrain? Any sentence that a person repeats again and again, or a line in poetry that is repeated again and again. So this became his refrain. So every time anybody would say anything, he would make him quiet with this. Once he was in the barber's shop and his house was on fire. So his son Arak came running. He told his father, he said that our house is on fire. At this, Uncle Khosrow, he just got up, sat on the chair and he roared. He said, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. At this, the barber said, your house is on fire. He said, so what? And he got irritated. So like that, Uncle Khosrow, very strange man, he reacted like this. He would make everybody quiet by this speaking the sentence, it's no harm, pay no attention. Now, this John Byro, when he lost his horse was missing. So he came to the narrator's house, that is the Aaron's house, and he complained about his horse to Uncle Khosrow. He said, I have lost my horse is missing. I have lost my horse. At this, uncle said, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. We have lost so many things. He said, my carriage, my surrey is of no use without the horse. He said, then what? He said, I had to come to your place 10 miles walking. He said, then what? You have legs. He said, my leg pains. He said, pay no attention to it. So like that, for everything, Uncle Khosrow's answer would be, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. He was a large, big man, irritated always roaring. So Aram's mother, the narrator's mother, said that he was otherwise a nice man by heart, but he was like irritated like that always because he had shifted from his hometown and he was feeling homesick, and that is why he was always irritated and behaved like that. That is how the narrator's mother explained about his behavior, about his. So that day when John Byro returned, he had left after having coffee. Aram's mother served him coffee and John Byro left. Now after that, Aram ran towards Murad's house. He went to Murad and informed him that John Byro came to their house. John Byro, whose horse they had stolen, came to their house and he was complaining. And then he told Murad, he said, you will not return the horse to him until I learn riding. Murad says, 1 month? He said, no. Until I learn riding, maybe. He said, you will take 1 year to learn riding. I can't keep the horse so long. He said 6 months. He said, no, it will be too much. Just for 1 more month. So after that, Murad and Aram continued with their horse riding for a few days more. 15 days after that, early in the morning, when they were riding, they were coming back from their riding, they met John Byro on their way. Encounter with John Byro means meeting face to face with John Byro. And John Byro looked at that white horse. For a second he thought it was his horse. But then he knew that he knew about the family of both these boys, Murad and Aram. Their families would never, no member of their family would do any stealing. So he was thinking that these two boys cannot steal. I know their families, they are honest. So he cannot believe that this is his horse. So then he asked them, these boys, he said, can I inspect this horse? First of all, he asked them, he said, what is this is your horse, what is its name? Murad said, the name is my heart. At this, he said, okay, can I see this horse, check this horse? So he said, why not? Sure. So this John Byro, he opened the horse's mouth and he checked it from inside, inspected it from inside, tooth by tooth. It was like his horse. Had he not known the families of these boys, he would have believed that it was his horse only. But because he knew their families, he knew that they were known for honesty and truthfulness, honesty and trust, they could never steal. So he concluded. What did he conclude? He said, it is the twin of my horse. That is, it is not my horse, but it is the twin of my horse because it is exactly like my horse. So after that he went. Now, Murad, he was feeling very bad. Now he realized, or he felt, that he should return the horse now, and so he told Aaron that now we would be returning it. So next day, early in the morning, before the sun had risen, he took the horse from that deserted farm from where they used to tie it every day. He took the horse from there and took it to John Byro's farm. Very quietly he went there. The dogs were there, but they did not bark. And Aaron for a second was afraid. He said the dogs would bark. He said, no, they will not bark. They will bark at somebody else, but not on us. He said, why? Because I have a way with dogs. Actually, every day Murad had been doing it. So perhaps these dogs, he was familiar to the dogs, maybe they had not. And moreover, Murad, he loved the animals. So he said these dogs would not bark at us, they would bark at somebody else. And the dogs did not bark. Very quietly they placed the horse back at its place and went back. They fulfilled their passion of riding for a few days. Now when John Byro early in the morning saw his horse back at its place, he was overjoyed. And he, in the evening, during the day, he went with his horse. He used the saray, that is the carriage. He tied the carriage to the horse and went to meet Uncle Khosrow to Aaron's house. There he told that he had got his horse back. And then he said that this horse is better tempered and stronger now. The thing is that I am very much surprised. He said the horse is better now. Although it was stolen, but it is stronger and better tempered. Better tempered means better in behavior. So at this, Uncle Khosrow, he says, you have got your horse. It's no harm, pay no attention to it. Now what could be the reason of the horse being stronger and better tempered? Because every day Murad and Aaron were taking it for a ride and the horse would get its exercise. Early in the morning it would have its running. So it had a good exercise, became strong. It was given a nice treatment by the boys. Murad treated it very nicely. So the horse became better in behavior. So both ways it was good. So now we can say that Murad and Aaron fulfilled their passion. Will you call it stealing? Now we can say that it was not stealing. Aaron also said that it will not be stealing. If he had stolen it for the purpose of selling it, it would be stealing. But they are doing it for fulfilling their passion. They are only taking it, using it for riding, and they would put it back, so it is not stealing. So we can say that Murad, he was a strange boy. He found a strange way of fulfilling his desire, and they fulfilled their desire of riding also, and then they put the horse back at its place. It was better tempered, stronger. That way also it was good. So we cannot say that it was stealing. Just as Aaron said it cannot be stealing. Had they stolen it for selling, it would be stealing. So we can say that it was not stealing. So this is how Murad fulfilled his passion of horse riding. And